Child, can you believe it? After 28 years of marriage, Lori Loughlin and Mossimo Giannulli are officially calling it quits. Yup, Aunt Becky from Full House and her fashion designer hubby, the same duo who went to prison over that messy college admission scandal, are now separated. And honestly, the timing, the irony, the messiness, whew, buckle up because we're about to unpack it all. Because when you think about Lori and Mossimo, you don't just think marriage, you think scandal, mugshots, rowing machines, and $500,000 in fake scholarships. So the question is, did their marriage survive prison but not the aftermath? Or was this split years in the making? Let's dive in. So, Lori Loughlin, aka America's sweetheart, Aunt Becky from Full House, and her husband Mossimo Giannulli, the Target fashion kingpin, have been together since the 90s. They've got 2 daughters, Olivia Jade, the YouTuber/influencer, and Isabella Rose, who tends to keep it lower key. On the outside, they were that rich, successful, picture-perfect family. Beverly Hills mansions, Hollywood events, Instagram perfect lives. But in 2019, their whole world blew up when the FBI dropped the bombshell. The Giannullis were part of the now infamous college admission scandal. Federal prosecutors claimed Lori and Mossimo shelled out a casual $500,000 to Rick Singer, the so-called fixer, to get their girls into USC. And how did they do it? Oh, just by allegedly having Olivia Jade pose on a rowing machine to fake being a crew athlete. Let's pause. Olivia Jade, who at that point was a beauty influencer on YouTube, a rowing prodigy? Make it make sense. Of course, the receipts came out. Emails, staged photos, the works. It was giving rich people cosplay poor people's hustle. Fast forward. Lori and Mossimo plead guilty in 2020. She gets 2 months in prison. He gets 5. They both serve their time, and America is gagging at seeing Aunt Becky swap cable knit sweaters for an orange jumpsuit. When they got out though, whew, things did not go back to normal. For a while, they really looked like a united front. We'll do the time, we'll get through it, family first, vibes. Lori even sold that $35 million Bel Air estate and downsized to a Hidden Hills mansion for $9.5 million, which still ain't exactly struggling. But you know what they say, scandal either makes you stronger or breaks you apart. And allegedly, behind the scenes, the cracks were already showing. By February this year, they quietly listed that Hidden Hills house for $16.5 million. And now, multiple outlets confirm Lori and Mossimo are living separately. No legal divorce proceedings yet, but taking a break. Child, after almost 3 decades, a break usually means the beginning of the end. And while all this is going down in her personal life, Lori has been trying to pull off the ultimate Hollywood comeback. In 2021, she tiptoed back onto our screens in When Hope Calls, A Country Christmas. Then came a string of Hallmark-style TV movies, plus cameos on shows like Blue Bloods and even Curb Your Enthusiasm, where she literally poked fun at herself over the scandal. Bold move, Aunt Becky. She even sat down for a big, glossy magazine interview in 2024, talking about forgiveness, mistakes, and moving forward. But notice, she never directly touched the scandal. It was more of a life is hard, I persevere vibe. Fans were split. Some said, good for her, let her rebuild. Others were like, nah sis, you scammed your kid into USC while people out here struggling to pay community college tuition. And then, let's not forget about Olivia Jade, who became the face of the scandal whether she wanted to or not. She lost brand deals, got dragged on social media, and even went on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith's family to talk it out. And that interview? Chile, it was awkward. Willow and Gammy basically checked her on air about privilege. But to her credit, Olivia slowly crawled back into influencer life. She's on TikTok. She's posting again. She even competed on Dancing with the Stars. But you can't tell me all that didn't put insane stress on Lori and Mossimo's marriage. So why the split now, after everything? Well, Lori's rep says they're just taking a break, no legal proceedings at this time. But let's keep it real. Couples don't just separate after 28 years because they're bored. Allegedly, Mossimo never fully bounced back from the scandal. He kept a low profile while Lori went chasing the comeback. He was the businessman turned recluse. Meanwhile, Lori is back in hair and makeup, giving interviews about resilience, different coping strategies, different lives, and sometimes love just doesn't survive when the foundation cracks that hard. And let's not ignore the money trail. They bought that mansion in 2020 for $9.5 million, then listed it for $16.5 million in 2021-2024. That's a solid profit. And splitting assets quietly before a divorce? That's a classic Hollywood soft launch separation. It's giving, let's untangle the finances before the lawyers get involved. So let's really clock this. Aunt Becky went to prison, came out, rebuilt her career, and is now separating from her ride-or-die husband of 28 years. It's almost poetic. The same scandal that sent them both to prison might have been the slow poison that killed the marriage. Because think about it, they survived mugshots, memes, and media chaos. But when the spotlight dimmed, maybe all that was left was resentment, shame, and different dreams for the future. So here's the million-dollar question, y'all. Do you think Lori and Mossimo's marriage was doomed the moment they posed Olivia Jade on that rowing machine? Or did prison actually change them so much that they just couldn't reconnect on the other side? And more importantly, is Lori Loughlin really forgiven in Hollywood? Or is this just another messy PR stunt to distract from the split? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I need to know if y'all think Aunt Becky's comeback era is real or just another rerun.